All right, guys, for all of you out there who are trading any type of strategy, this does not matter if you are trading one you made up yourself, one that you have followed from a friend, one that you've purchased, one that if you guys, like in our situation, if you guys are in our membership and you are taking these trades with us, you guys are doing very well. Currently, you guys, please watch the Inside Tips video. I did an update for this last night, but we're currently sitting at 400% more than S&P 500. And, you're averaging technically over 0.5% a day in profit if you're using your full balance on each of these trade calls. But in today's video, guys, I want to take this slow and share with you. You guys will, every single person will benefit from this video. So please, if you're a member, if you're not, if you guys are brand new to the channel, if you just found this video on YouTube, I want you guys to watch this. Every person needs to master risk management, and too many people throw all their money into their trades with all their cash on each trade. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to split this up and how it's going to actually make you more money in the future, because you cannot predict the markets perfectly. So we're just going to straight up dive on right in. Okay, our trades are called out in this fashion. So let me come up here. We're going to pull this out. What I do is in our Telegram channel, and I won't turn this into a big promotion just for us. I'm going to reference this so you guys can see this. We call out, based off our membership, we call out trades. They're scalping trades. We end up giving you guys an entry, a take profit, and 1, 2, 3 buy limits. I'm going to show you guys some member-only content. This is the only sales I'll do in this video here, guys. $95 a month, you can get a subscription. Follow us on Telegram. Here's where we call out all of our trades, okay? The inside tips here, I've actually never shown this to you guys publicly on YouTube, but I'm going to scroll down to this trade call that we made. We already won this. This was actually on Sheep, as you can see right here. On all of our trade calls, we give an entry, a take profit, a buy limit, and a buy limit. At least 2 to 3 buy limits on every single trade. Okay, you guys can see this here. I want you to snapshot this image in your mind. I'm going to zoom in right now so you can see this. Keep this in your mind because we're going to mock this up, and I'll teach you why it's so important. Okay, let's go back over to Doge. Let's pretend this is a trade that we got in. This is not a real trade. We are not taking this trade. This is an absolutely terrible entry for a trade. I made it so terrible that nobody would think it's actually real, okay? So let's say we come out in the morning, or let's take this. What if you have a signal providing service that you're following out there, okay? Doesn't matter. Correlate this over. Market order is called. At that same time, we end up saying, okay, set up a buy limit at 0.0606. And then we're like, hey, let's set up one more buy limit. So we have 2 buy limits at 0.0484. All right, the trade opens up. As this goes down, let's say it eventually hits your first buy limit. So what's happening right now? First of all, everybody who came over here and they used all their money in a market order, they're currently down at the moment. Follow me on this, guys. They're currently down at the moment. Let's call it 19.33%. But you need to realize if you use a buy limit, you actually have a better break-even entry now. And so what does that look like? Well, taking the calculations, I freely just did this already. So I took the break-even over here. I put the first amount that we placed our buy limit at, which is the market order, because we entered in here with a market order. Sometimes we use buy limits. We're going to be using a lot of market orders from now on, so I'm going to keep this to market order. Your first market order and your first buy limit. That's calculated over here. We have this calculator underneath our resources page, okay? You put your first price, your second, and you put how much money you invested. We like to do even portions at each. So this calculates where your break-even entry is. So for everybody who market ordered in, at this moment, they were down 19.33%. Let's take a look at this. Once the market goes down to, say, 0.067, after the first buy limit is hit, everybody at a market order is down 10.86%, but everybody who used a buy limit is at break even and they haven't lost anything, okay? The way that our strategy works is what we're going to do is once we come 4% above our break even, doesn't matter if we come above the market order or if we hit a buy limit and come up past our break even entry 4%, we're going to be calling an exit because that's taking a 4% profit on that trade. So let me explain to you guys. This is where it gets really, really interesting. And may kind of shock some of you guys. Let's mock this up as a demo trade. And let's say we hit one buy limit, and yes, for sure, we actually ended up taking a 4% profit on it based off hitting one buy limit. Okay, I'm just going to format this really quick here for us. What does this do to the profits? Well, let's play this out first. Let's say that we got in here and the price went straight up and we did 4%. Okay, let's calculate that. This would go to 44 because you would take a 4%. I'm not calculating fees. You guys need to calculate your own fees. Some of you don't have fees. That's why. Okay, this would go to 44%. Why? Because you made 4% on your entire balance that you market ordered in with. If you used one buy limit, you would have made 2%. This would go to 22. If you would have used no buy limits, you would have done 1.33 because you have 2 buy limits, which is putting your money into 3 equal portions. So this would go up to 14.66. And then this down here, you would go up to 11. Okay, remember this, 11, 14, and 22. Here is what happens though if you don't use risk management and the market goes down against you. This is for all of you guys trading out there and why buy limits are so important. If you're looking for a 4% profit here, everybody's going to take their 4% profit for those who use buy limits, which I recommend everybody does. I'm not a financial advisor, but I recommend this. And this is why. Take a look at this. 4% profit on this amount right here. Let's come out here and actually look at the exact price. It's right about here. So what we need to do is we need to say, okay, if we exited there, what happens to everybody who market ordered in up here? They're going to take a loss. Can we just call this 7%, 6.95? They're going to take a loss of 7%. So if you come over here and you have to minus 7% from this now, so now you're sitting at 33%. But this doesn't go up 2% now. Because you use good risk management, you now actually gain 4%, so this goes to 24. This goes over here to 2.66 plus 13.33, and if I get my little calculator out here, this comes to 15.99, okay, 15.99, and this down here, instead of doing 1%, you're doing 2%, so this now goes to 12. So what actually happened to this? If you get into a trade and the market actually goes against you, it is more favorable for people who are using buy limits. And here's the deal, guys. The market is going to go against you at some times. Yes, I've done really well at calling out trades, and I make this commitment to you guys that every trade we take, I am trying to take these trades so we never have to hit a first, a second, or third buy limit. That's my commitment to you because I don't want to hit them. I want to make the most money possible too. And you guys are making the money as well. And we want to make sure we're getting the best confirmed entries. I commit that to you guys. And we literally, out of all the ones we have here, we've never hit a first buy limit. So taking this all into consideration and bringing this to the core of the principles here, if you guys are taking our trades, if you're taking trades from another strategy, using buy limits may not show the most profit in the beginning, but over the long term, unless you can guarantee yourself you're never going to hit a first or second or third buy limit, which I personally would not try to guarantee that for anybody, I would look to use 2 to 3 buy limits. Because here's the deal. What if a trade comes out and it hits a second buy limit? Then you actually have to minus money from the first one, and you have to, potentially minus money from the second one here. It is the second and third buy limit down here. This is the golden zone you guys want to be at. Okay. Yes, technically you're still ahead in the end. Even if this trade would have gone through, you're still up 33% over 24% and you're making more money. You guys need to make that decision of how much aggressiveness you want to put into the market. And that's why we have these laid out here so you guys can see. But it may come to a point if the market really crashes that everybody down here who used 2 to 3 buy limits, they made the most money at the end of the year. So I'm giving you, this is really fun because you guys get to be like, okay, what's my assessment of risk? Do I want to go with all my money into each order? Do I want to put 1 buy limit, 2 buy limits, 3 buy limits? And now you guys have the indicators to look at that as well, and as well as my assessment of where I think we're going to go. This is so much fun, but I just want to end this video here. Using 1 to 2 buy limits on every single trade is going to keep you guys so safe. All the trades that I come out with, guys, I will show you how many buy limits I'm using and how many buy limits you should be using for that trade. Okay, this is just the example I want to mock up for you guys. This is actually published on our website, this one right here, so I don't want to touch it. But you guys can access all of this underneath the front page over here. If you guys go up here, and if you guys go down here, and you guys go to start trading with us, this will actually give you a link to show you exactly how to trade the strategy. If you want to trade on your own, you can do that with the indicators and our membership. But I'm calling all these trades out for you guys if you just want to follow me, and that's where you guys can get the membership I showed you in the beginning of the video. All right, guys, I love you. Hope this really helps. Risk management is so important. Make sure you don't forget this, guys, and let's watch out for the next trades that I'm about to call, okay? Get ready for that, guys. Any market move down is going to set us up perfectly for some good scalping trades, so let's do this. Let's make some more money. We'll see you guys. Links to everything is in the description. Bye, guys.